This boy had never studied, but he always scored full marks on his exams. The reason? He had a superpower. He could possess other people's bodies for 5 seconds. As long as he possessed the body of a top student during an exam, he could quickly copy the answers from their test paper. With this ability, Jack easily got into the high school that everyone dreamed of. But that wasn't all. Jack discovered another use for his superpower. He could possess a girl's body to look at her physical features, or possess a troublemaker's body to beat people up. Jack was handsome and smart, so he became the most popular boy among all the girls at school. When Jack first entered the school, a girl confessed her love to him, thinking he would accept. But to her surprise, Jack said he needed to focus on studying and rejected her. Jack was lying because he had never studied, but Mary believed him. She thought Jack was a very ambitious person, and she liked him even more. But Jack's true feelings were quite different. He didn't think he would ever like an ordinary girl like Mary. The girl he wanted to date had to be the most beautiful one in school. Jack's target was none other than the school's top beauty, Jenny. Jack thought the fastest way to get Jenny's attention was to help her when she encountered problems. But Jenny didn't seem to have any issues, so Jack decided to create some problems for her. After school one day, Jack used his power to make Jenny's best friend leave. Then he possessed a truck driver's body and drove the truck toward Jenny. Just as the truck was about to hit her, Jack came to her rescue. Although this was a dangerous act, Jack was confident in his abilities. Jenny was injured, so Jack kindly took her to the infirmary to get her wound bandaged. After her injury was treated, Jack pretended to head home, but Jenny stopped him, wanting to thank him by treating him to a meal. Jack felt pleased inside, but he rejected her offer. He told Jenny to go eat with her friends. Jenny's friend understood and said she had to leave due to family matters, leaving Jack and Jenny alone. Jack was thankful to her, and they went to a cake shop. They ate cake and chatted. As the evening came, when they were about to part ways, Jenny invited Jack to go home together after school. Jack didn't refuse. It was something he had been hoping for all along. The next day after school, Jack received a message from Jenny asking if they could go home together. Jack couldn't help but smile. Just as he was about to meet Jenny, the school's PA system suddenly went off, calling Jack to the student council office. They suspected Jack had cheated on his exams and asked him to redo the test. If he scored over 90, he could leave, but if he scored lower, they would accuse him of cheating. Jack initially planned to pretend to be angry and leave, but the student council insisted that this had the principal's approval, and if he refused, he would face expulsion. Jack had no choice but to take the test. However, he had no idea how to answer any of the questions. Looking at the materials the staff had, he guessed they might be the answers. If he possessed that person's body, he could see the answers. But the person didn't understand what was happening. Jack told them he only saw the person tear up the paper. At that moment, a girl with a camera crouched next to Jack, recording everything he did. It turned out she was Carly, the president of the student council. She showed the recorded evidence to Jack, and with no way to defend himself, Jack fled the student council office in a panic. Outside, he bumped into Jenny. He grabbed her, trying to run away, but Jenny tripped. Jack no longer cared about her and just ran off. Jenny felt deeply disappointed. Jack ran to a commercial street, finally feeling relieved, but suddenly, he heard an explosion behind him. He kept running, but it seemed the explosion was following him. No matter where Jack ran, the explosion would follow. Jack was completely overwhelmed. He didn't understand what was going on. Eventually, he found an open area, but when he turned around, he saw members of the student council standing behind him. Mike, one of the council members, got into position and charged toward Jack. Mike grabbed Jack and flew into the air. Jack was stunned and